Yo, it's good everyone. This is AEO Boxing with Madiba, and we're here to talk about Teofimo Lopez calling out Terence Crawford. So Teofimo Lopez has been very vocal these past few weeks. He has been doing a lot of interviews and has been active on social media, which hasn't been the case for him for the majority of last year. Since beating Josh Taylor, Teo has been relatively quiet, but he's back. This is most likely to promote himself for his upcoming fight against Jermaine Ortiz on Super Bowl weekend, but rather than talk about Ortiz, Teo has been taking a lot of shots at Terence Crawford, ranging from calling him out to discrediting him to straight up talking shit, and Crawford has responded back in kind, talking his shit too, but it really seems like Teo wants to fight Crawford. And this isn't the first time Teo has said this. He said it after Crawford beat Spence, but the question is, will this fight ever happen? And in my opinion, I highly doubt it, and I personally don't like this fight either. And don't get it twisted, Crawford versus Teo would be an interesting fight. Styles make fights, and personalities sells fights. Teo and Crawford would be a perfect blend of both. But the reason why I don't like this fight, and I doubt it will happen, is because there are better fights for Teo and Crawford to make. Teo is currently the lineal and WBO champion at 140, and in my opinion, 140 is the deepest division with the most talented, dangerous, and interesting boxers in the sport at the current moment. Devin Haney, Subriel Matias, and Rolly Romero are champions. And if you look at the current contenders, former champions, and prospects at 140, you'll see how deep it is. Ryan Garcia, Richardson Hitchens, Jermaine Ortiz, Liam Paro, Ismael Barroso, Regis Prograis, Jack Catterall, Brandon Lee, Gary Antoine Russell, Andy Hirioka, and the list goes on. Furthermore, you have lightweights that could easily move up and make fights, such as Gervonta Tank Davis, also known as Abdul Wahid, Frank Martin, and Shakur Stevenson. There's a lot of smoke at 140 and a lot of great fights that can be made, especially since the champions and fighters are evenly spread across the main promotional companies and networks. So making fights shouldn't be a problem. So Teo should be focusing on the guys in his weight class, his peers especially. Teo and anyone at the weight class could cement their legacies as Hall of Famers and make a lot of money at 140. So it makes no sense to me why Teo and Devin Haney are contemplating moving to 147. And when it comes to Crawford, he's obligated to fight Errol Spence in a rematch. Unless he can break out the contract or have it renegotiated, Crawford can't fight anyone else. And Teo knows this because he even acknowledged it in a tweet. Furthermore, Teo is signed to Top Rank and Crawford has a lawsuit against Bob Arum. So Teo wanting to fight Crawford is a clout chase move rather than a genuine call out. But from a marketing and promotional perspective, it's a good way to garner attention, so I can't blame Teo, but I have to call a spade a spade. It's a clout move. But regardless of the rematch obligation, there are more interesting matchups for Crawford rather than Teo. Jerome Boots Ennis is the obvious choice. That's the fight that the fans want to see at welterweight. So I find it interesting that Teo didn't call out Ennis, but Haney didn't call out Crawford, so it is what it is. But if Crawford was to fight someone out of his weight class, he should focus on 154 and above. Legacy and money fights could be made there. Tim Tszyu, Jermell Charlo, and even Canelo. Those fights are realistic and plausible for Crawford. In summary, Teo versus Crawford is a dream matchup. It's a good fight, but unrealistic. There are better and realistic fights that Teo should focus on rather than clout chase Crawford. And I like Teo. I think he's one of the best, if not the best, of the new generation. But if this fight was ever to happen, I have Crawford stopping Teo. But who knows, this is boxing, anything can happen. But thank you for tuning in with AEO Boxing with Madiba. Hit like, subscribe, and more content coming your way.